Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another video. Today we're going to go over the exciting segments of the core functionality of our noting application. First, let's go ahead and design the front end of it in this video. So let's go to the index page. If the user is indeed logged in, so in this segment where it says welcome, by the way, we are currently logged in. By the way, I had actually coded the entire segment here, but unfortunately due to some video corruption issues, I have to redo this entire section. But that's fine. So let's go ahead and get into it. So first and foremost, we need a post form. So let's do a form method post. And inside here, we're gonna need a text input with the name title. That's gonna be the note title. And we're actually gonna do the class as form control, margin bottom 2. So this is not necessary, but obviously just to please the eye. And then note title here as a placeholder. Let's go ahead and refresh, see that comes nice. And then let's do another one of these for the content and then a submit. So we'll do the submit button first. We want it to be a button, so we'll do btn primary for a submission. And its name is going to be add notes. Its ID is going to be add notes, and its value will be add notes. This segment here that says you're registered using the service, blah blah, we can get rid of this. We can say welcome in H1, and then we can have an add note in H2. Just to make it look a bit neater. So welcome Maho, add new notes. Okay, cool. Now this one we're gonna need to turn into a text area, and text areas are not like typical inputs, so they do need a closing. The placeholder can be note contents. That part is the same, and we're just gonna change these to contents really. And that it doesn't need a type text because it's already a text area, and that should do it really. There we go. And we do have the add notes. Okay, the last thing we're gonna need is we're going to need a place to loop over our notes. So for note in. Now, we're gonna use this thing called g.user.notes. Okay, we're gonna define a relationship where we'll be able to have this. At the moment, we don't currently have notes, but when we do, it'll be nice and neat. And for each of the notes, we can do like a basic div, which can be, let's say, like a card. And I think maybe card body we might need to do. It's not really going to be the top-notch styling, really, but notes will have the titles, and they're going to also have the contents. So note.content as well. Okay. And that should be in an H5. So the title is a bit more big and bold and stuff. And as a matter of fact, we could even do it a different color and stuff, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay, so this is the for loop, and we should also check if the user does even have notes. So if g.user.notes, then it's gonna do this. We can end the if. Otherwise, it should just say, looks like you don't have any notes at the moment. And let's go ahead and refresh. Okay. And I think we should have a title for this section. Just like add new notes, it should be your notes. Okay. Let's add the title outside, so no matter what, it gets displayed. Okay, and I would say we can add an HR to just divide these two sections maybe, and that looks pretty good. And I think the spacing is bothering me a little bit, so I want all of this to be in a similarly a container fluid basically. Text center MT3. I think the way we want things here is like this probably, and we can add the closing div right here. There we go. I think that looks much neater, and this is more or less going to be how our front end looks. We don't know how the added notes look necessarily because we haven't gotten to the backend portion of this yet, but soon we will, and I look forward to that segment. In any case, that's all for this video. I wish you all a wonderful day and look forward to the next one, where we are going to be going over the database segment and how to add the actual user notes.